So yeah.
Okay, wait. Maybe I will
Okay,
begin.
be patient.
Halo Pak Saudara semua, berjumpa lagi dalam EcoTalk Tukar Cerita dari Moluccas Coastal Care. Kali ini masih dengan beta Juan Sakorela. Hari ini ketong ada tamu yang sangat spesial. We have a very special guest. This is our new friend. She comes from Netherlands, but she also have a Moluccas blood. So actually today we are going to talk a lot more about my new friend, and then also what the activity here, and also so many things we are going to talk about. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my new friend, Joaniek Vreeswijk. Yes. Well, I'm struggling to pronounce Joaniek's name. So, hello, Joaniek.
Thank you for having me. I feel really honored to be here, so thank you for the invitation.
Yes, and thank you so much. Also, we feel honored also to have you here as our guest in EcoTalk Tukar Cerita. So, Joaniek, actually in this podcast, we always talk about environment. We always talk about our culture in Maluku and what we as the young people of Maluku can do and contribute to our culture, our history, and the society here right now. And you also have mission when you come to Ambon here to have a lot of activities. So before we're going to talk about that, maybe you can introduce yourself a little bit for all Basudara who watching.
So my name is Joaniek Vreeswijk. I'm 27 years old.
We're the same age.
Same age. And yeah, I come from the Netherlands. I live in Utrecht. It's a city in the middle of the Netherlands actually. And yeah, it's actually my third time that I came here to Maluku. Also to visit family, but also for a lot of projects indeed. So that's a short introduction maybe.
Yeah. Okay, so maybe people are wondering from which side your Moluccas blood come from. Is it from your mom or your dad?
Yeah, so yeah, maybe you already heard that my last name is Dutch. So my father is actually Dutch and my mother is Moluccan. My grandma comes from Oma, Haruku, and my grandfather from Kusukusu, Sere, in Ambon.
Okay. Yeah. Your mom Marga apa? What's the family name? Madusiwa. It's from Oma.
Yeah,
right?
Originally it's from Oma, but my grandfather is raised in Kusukusu, Sere. Yeah.
Okay. So you have some projects here. Let's say some project or activities here. So you can tell us a little bit about the activities that you're doing here?
Yeah, actually it's the first time that I came to Maluku and I'm really active with projects because in 2008 and 2014 I've been already in Maluku, but actually just to visit family, and I was also like really young. But then I think during Corona in the Netherlands I started with some projects, and one of them, why I'm also here, is Bahasa Basudara. This is
Hai. Bahasa Basudara.
This is actually a project, like it's an online e-learning platform where tutors all over the world, but yeah, most of them I think come from the Netherlands, are teaching young people in Maluku to speak in another language, for example English, but we also have German and French. And what I really like about this project is that it's not like one way, but it's like we sharing ideas and information, and like we also make the connection with people from here, like we come really close to each other. So when I came here, I met them for the first time. I just saw them online, but now in real life, and it was really like we already know each other for a long time, so that's really nice.
Yeah. And also Joaniek is kind enough to invite us, Moluccas Coastal Care, also to come to her birthday party, 27th birthday party, and also we met some of her students there. And Bahasa Saudara, their activity is quite fun actually. I am honored also to host some of the event of Bahasa Saudara, the online event, like spelling bee competition and like bingo party, and it's so fun actually.
Yeah, it's like kind of online Moluccan community, which is really nice. So it's not just that we have the classes, but also we organize other things, as you said, like spelling competition for the younger children, or we also sometimes had some webinars that someone is explaining about the topic that he knows or she knows a lot about. And I think this is really like something that also attracts the younger generation, because it's like online.
Yeah.
And we also try to communicate a lot via Instagram, for example. So we attract also like the young people. And I think that's really nice.
Yeah. We talked earlier, and you say that this is the third time you came to Ambon. You come to Ambon. So, what can you tell us? The first time you come to Ambon, if you still remember, what is your impression?
Yeah, my first time in Ambon was in 2008, so that is really a long time ago. And then I went with my parents and with my younger brother, and it was like a really nice experience, because we also say in the Netherlands, like if we go to Maluku, it's not like a holiday, but we go home, like PULANG, you know. So it's different than just a vacation, like to whatever country. It's like the first time that you come here, it's really like you come home. So that was actually, in short, like how it felt, and also really nice to see the family.
So, is there any difference when you come first as a very young child and then now as a grown lady?
Yeah.
Is there any difference?
So actually, before I went there, I was feeling a bit nervous, because I already knew like this is going to be a total other experience than when I was like a kid, like younger. Because I'm also like now involved in a project. Bahasa Saudara, but also Datang, like this is an organization that I went to sit on with, also for young children. So it's really another experience, but also really good, because now it is not just to visit family, but also to work together and try to do something good together with young Moluccan people here in Maluku. So that's a really nice experience. It also makes me motivated to come back. Because it's 3 weeks is really too short actually to stay.
And actually the time where we shoot this podcast, tomorrow is actually the day where Joaniek will come back to Netherlands. So it's quite sad, of course.
Yeah, I feel a little bit sad.
So when will you come back to Ambon?
In the Netherlands they say always like you cannot promise.
I'm just
so
going to say that.
Anything.
Same in Maluku here. It is taboo to promise to come back to your home actually. You shouldn't promise. If you want to come here, you come. If you're not, you're there. Okay, so we are going to talk more with Joaniek. Because we have also some mutual friends in Holland, like Glenda and Kak Jenny. So after this, hi Glenda! After this, we are going to talk a lot more about young people, especially the Moluccan people, young Moluccan people in Belanda, and what their activity they are. But after this, please watching our next video.
Apa Apa kata sains? Ternyata ukuran yang besar bukanlah sebuah julukan loh bagi paus. Paus memiliki peran penting dalam mengurangi faktor pemanasan global. Nah, gimana nih cara paus dalam mengurangi pemanasan global? Ternyata paus dapat menyerap karbon dioksida atau CO2 dalam jumlah yang sangat besar loh. Nah, berdasarkan laporan dari International Monetary Fund, semasa hidupnya seekor paus dapat menangkap CO2 dengan jumlah rata-rata 33 ton yang masuk ke dalam tubuhnya sebelum tubuhnya tenggelam ke kedalaman air saat ia mati. Bukan hanya itu aja loh. Seekor paus juga dapat mengumpulkan CO2 melalui makanan dan menyimpannya di dalam tubuh selama masa hidupnya yang panjang. Nah, masa hidup paus itu adalah selama 70 tahun. Lama banget gak sih? Selain itu, feses dari paus sendiri mampu menyuburkan fitoplankton yang ada di perairan untuk membantu dalam penyerapan emisi. Setelah feses tersebut jatuh ke dalam laut, dapat membantu proses pemindahan CO2 dari atmosfer ke suatu tempat. Menarik bukan?
Okay, come back with me, Juan, and also Joaniek. Well, actually, our name is like, similar sound.
Yeah.
Juan and Joan. Do people call you Joan or
Yeah,
Jo?
sometimes Joanne,
Joan,
or
okay.
like the students from Bahasa Melayu say sometimes Joanne.
Joanne,
But in the
okay.
Netherlands they call me sometimes Jo or Joa.
Joa.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, actually. Oh yeah, because the how Dutch people pronounce J is
Yeah.
Y, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Joan, Joan.
Joa. Yeah.
Do you have? Is it a word in Dutch or
No.
no? It's just a
Like
name.
my name is actually from both my grandmother, so Johanna and Anneke, and then they made Joaniek.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see. It's a beautiful name. Well, let's talk about Glenda. Well, Glenda, we have Glenda Patipelohi is young Moluccan people who live in Belanda. He was born and raised same as Joaniek also, and also we have other friends like Kak Jenny Skadu. He is also half Belanda, half Moluccas, and both of them are active and also campaigning with us from Moluccas Coastal Care and help us to campaign about the environment, especially in Maluku. So the Moluccan people in Belanda, they also have like project or they have activities that they do to want to help their home, Maluku.
Yeah, like a good example maybe is an activity that's actually quite new, but is like invented by young generation, because we also want to raise awareness in the Netherlands about some projects here in Maluku, such as Moluccas Coastal Care or Bahasa Melayu. And this project is actually called Waves for Maluku. And I want to give a shout out to my Pella because he's from Ulat, but Leslie Nikulu is
Hello.
is someone who also like invented this kind of project, and it's like a really informal kind of information market with different stands from existing organizations. So for example, I don't know if you know Sani Leatemia, but she also did like
Hello.
a fundraising for Moluccas Coastal Care once, and she was also standing on this event with poster for Moluccas Coastal Care to share also the awareness to the young Moluccan generation in the Netherlands about the work that Moluccas Coastal Care does here. And also Bahasa Basudara was there, for example, to try to attract young people to teach the young people here in Maluku. So I think it's really important that with this kind of projects or events we try to share the awareness and also can see see if how we can work with each other, like young generation here in Maluku and young generation in the
Yeah.
Netherlands.
Yeah. So you are the third generation, right?
Yeah, third generation.
And can you tell us a little bit about the third generation of Moluccan people in Belanda? Do they know? Do they know about Maluku culture or history or language maybe? Can you tell us a little bit?
Actually, it's really difficult to speak in general, so I cannot speak for the whole Moluccan generation in the Netherlands, especially because we're also with quite a lot, like in total, the community in the Netherlands, like this is not just young generation, but like the whole community is maybe around 70,000 or more. And for the young people, I can say that the difference is really big. Like you have like people like Glenda and Jamie and Sandy and me that maybe are active and that with other people as well. But you have also a lot of young people in the Netherlands that maybe they want to do something for Maluku or work together with organizations, but they don't really know yet what to do or they don't know like where to participate or so that's why we think it's really important also to what our MD said, like spread the awareness about already existing organizations, because sometimes in the Netherlands this is really bad, like we want to invent new things, but there are already existing a lot of organizations in Maluku as well. And people already do really good things, so I think it's really important to see like how can we work together and support also like the projects and organizations that already happening here.
Yeah.
So
we also want to thank you because young Maluku people like you in Belanda actually do good things, so many good things. You like, and also Glinda and also Jamie and other people who want to contribute to their ancestors' land in Maluku. So thank you so much, Joaniek, for coming in Maluku and see directly what Maluku people like and their needs and yeah.
Yeah, I also like if any Dutch people, Malaccan Dutch people see this, I want to say to them like really come to Maluku and like make the connection here with the people, and if you want to do something for Maluku, it's also really important to like connect with each other, you know. Doesn't have to be directly that you are 100% involved in a project, but just talk with people who are already in projects. Yeah, it can be really helpful also to understand like here what everyone is doing, and you can discover how you want to support or what you want to do. So
you can check Moluccas Coastal Care, you can check Bahasa Basudara, you can check Buku for Aboru, you can check other organization, Tiga Batang Air, and what else? So many
a lot to choose from.
So many communities to choose to join. Okay, so when you one of your agenda here in Ambon is actually you visit Seram with some of your friends, and so can you tell us a little bit about the activity there? What are you doing there, and what is your impression meeting people in Seram?
So I went with this organization called Tiga Batang Air, and actually I went to a place in Seram. It's called Senahu, and there, Senahu, and there they made a compound for children because their village is really far away in the mountains. It's called Abio. But if they have to go to school, then it's like 2 days walking. So it's really far.
It's very difficult for them.
Yeah. So actually, this organization, they with different kind of activities, they gave money to build this compound in Senahu. So those children are smaller to the schools, closer to the schools. I mean. So still they have to go by car, but it's closer than from Abio to their schools. And also we went there to give them school books and new shoes and to just see the new building, because first there was one building for boys and girls, but now there's a new building built as well with money that the organization gave in the Netherlands, and then we have one building for the boys and one for the girls, so that's really nice. And yeah, that is actually why we've been there. And like the students, this organization Datang pays also for the school money and money to go from the compound to the school.
Yeah.
And also they have a compound near Umpati, so the students who have the really high grades, they can go to the houses that are at Wailela, at the near Umpati campus, and then they can study there, and Datang also pays for that. So that's another project that I'm involved with, because I really like to participate in programs that support education, because I think that's really important as well. So
that's very nice of you to doing that, and actually it is a nice thing to also come directly and also see with your own eyes what children in Seram and other places there's. And Abiu is actually only one of so many places in Seram that I think children is still isolated there and didn't have enough access to go to education places, to school and everywhere. So it's very nice thing to do. And also, yeah, I think it is nice when we campaigning about something. We come to see the places or the condition by ourselves, witness with our own eyes.
Yeah, exactly.
So we can talk by heart actually.
Yeah, that's really
It is,
true.
yeah.
Because actually I'm also quite new to this organization. I just joined maybe 1 year or 2 years, but like the first thing when I saw the photos, because I just saw photos from this compound in Senamu in Serang, and the first thing I was like, okay, I just want to see it with my own eyes, like what you said, like it's good to be part of an organization, but when you don't experience it in real life, like what they are doing, then maybe it's a bit harder. But now I have even more motivation to help. Same as with Bahasa Basudara, for example. Like if I meet the students, and I go to Balang Belaja, for example, that I gave 2 classes with them. Like they are from Betania Church, and then I visit the church and I meet the students. Then I feel even more motivated than I was already, because I meet them in real life and I hear their stories in real life, and I think that is really beautiful experience. So I also say to all of the people from my age that are in Netherlands or where over the world, that they really have to go to Maluku to just talk with everyone and make a connection. So we get inspired by each other.
Yeah, that's true. And so if you have willingness to come, you can have the same experience like Joaniek. She comes and visit and witness by her own eyes, so she can speak by experience, not just like campaigning in social media or through word, but campaigning with experience, because she experienced it. So please come to Ambon, to Maluku if you have campaign. I'm going to challenge you actually, because you're here in Maluku. I want to challenge you to mention 5 or 10 words in Maluku language, or any language in Maluku, if you can.
Okay, this will be really hard because my language is not that good.
But you can try, like 10 words in Maluku language. So you can choose any languages from Maluku to mention. So 10 words. And then other Basudara that watch can give the score for Joaniek.
Pronunciation.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you ready? I'm gonna
I
count
think
the
so.
word. Are you ready? Yes. Okay. The first word.
I think maybe rindu.
Rindu.
Yeah, because like the Moluccas people always miss like.
Yes. Okay. Good. Benar.
Saudara. I
Saudara.
Think, yeah, because we also come here to meet with the family,
Yeah.
and also the people that we met from the project, they become from friends to family. So that saudara.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So kita berdua basudara.
Yeah.
Bersaudara. Okay.
Exactly. And then, yeah, maybe this is not fair because it's also, but bahasa.
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 Okay.
But bahasa because this is really important for me. That's also why I joined Bahasa Basudara. Language is really important for me
Yeah.
because I think with language you can also cross borders and broaden your
Yeah.
horizon, because if you speak another language you can also gain more information, share ideas with each other, share ideas with people who have maybe a different perspective. And for me, after this, it's also really, for me, I have to speak Bahasa
Yes.
Bahasa Ambon as well. So it's also for me a trigger, you know, that I come
Yeah.
here like, okay, when I come back, I have to learn Bahasa Ambon as well.
Okay. 4.
Or, yeah, it's really hard. Like hubungan maybe.
Hubungan, yeah,
one-
relationship.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what I said already before. Like I think it's really good to come here and like speak with all kind of people from my same generation. Like to hear what they're doing here in Maluku, kind of projects for education or environment, or it's really inspiring as well.
Yeah.
So that would be
The number 5, the last one.
Like what is inspiration in Bahasa Ambon?
Inspiration, inspirasi.
Oh, inspirasi.
Inspirasi. Well, you cheat actually. Well, you cheat actually. Okay, inspirasi.
Yeah, because I like get a lot of inspiration from everyone here, and yeah, so I'm really thankful also for that. Yeah.
Okay. Give applause for Joaniek. Okay. And also, yeah, it's true that you say that language is actually can connect us more. And when you come to Ambon and you speak Ambonese dialect or Maluku language to like orang tua di sini, they feel so. They will be very proud if Moluccan Dutch people come here and speak in the language of their ancestor. It must be the pride of their life if you can speak in Ambonese dialect or one of the Maluku languages.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's high on my priority list.
Okay. What is your target? 1 to 2 years you can speak in.
Okay, I cannot promise anything.
Okay,
Let's
thank
see.
you so much, Joaniek. It is our pleasure to talk with you in EcoTalk. And the last thing is, what is your hope for anak-anak muda Maluku?
Yeah, I just hope that everyone can do really like what they love, and also work together and for a great future. Like that everyone can just build Maluku, you know, Bangun
Yeah.
Maluku, like just with a good heart. And
Yeah.
that is my biggest wish, that together, you know, working together, we can all like build Maluku higher and higher.
Amen. Higher and higher. Okay, thank you so much, Joaniek, to come to EcoTalk, to cerita, and
you as well.
I hope you have a safe flight back to Netherlands, and someday you will come back to your home here in Maluku. So thank you so much, Joaniek, and bye-bye everyone. See you at the next episode of EcoTalks Tukar Cerita. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Dudu. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Kita udah bilang kata nyamuk bisa rasa darah Maluku yang mana jadi. Thank you so much, Joaniek.